Welcome, everybody and anybody, to the channel. And today, I'm going to be showing you how to draw hands and feet as the first installment of the simply a tutorial series that I kind of made. So, get out a pen, get out paper, get out a pencil, or get out your iPad and boot up your software. And let's get to it. So, the first thing I want to address is why drawing hands and feet is hard. The reason why it's hard is because, well, unfortunately, hands are complex. What does that mean? Well, you see, with an arm is you got the shoulder here, and then you go down, you got your elbow, and then you go down. It's a very simple construction. Two shapes come together to form the arm. Not so with the hand. With the hand, as you can see here, many moving parts. It's not just simply one singular shape. Even as you can see here, we'll always notice while bending the hand, when I bend my hand so, this joint bends a little, but it's really just two shapes, not one shape, two shapes. Same here, two shapes, same here, two shapes, except the mobility and the bend is kind of the same here. Two shapes, which is why I think it's best to study how cybernetic hands are drawn in fiction, because cybernetic hands give you the best way to understand how does a hand work. So I'm gonna try my best to give you a method that I think is a good one. So as you've probably seen, this is the kind of hands that I draw. The palm, unlike here where the palm is one shape. Sorry, let me lean back so we can kind of see it. Right, unlike here where the palm is one shape, over here the palm is deformed. You can see where I put circles in here to indicate where the joints are and how I have drawn around them accordingly. You can see the tips of the fingers that I have granted to them. You can see my thumb. It is an imperfect method. Sometimes I miss, but the times that I hit is good. And I'm going to show you how to do this exact same thing. So, get out a clean sheet of paper, as you probably have seen, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So, we can try different methods, but I usually draw it like this. But since it is a hand, the hand kind of curves. Because it's a bone. Down here represents the wrist. And down here is the elbow. And the elbow, wrist, elbow. The elbow is always going to be bigger than the wrist. And then shoulder. We're going to come this way. The shoulder is always leading towards the elbow. So this is your hand. And then you're going to go and you're going to plot out where the joints are going to be. Around here is where your thumb is. You see that bone that is supposed to be right at the base of the index finger. You're going to do that. And you're going to do this. Boom! You got a thumb! Yay! Okay, we're going to keep going. The pinky finger is half of the ring finger. So if I drew my ring finger, the pinky is half. The middle finger is slightly taller. Slightly taller. See that? The index is the same size as your ring finger. Try to get it at the same width too. See that? Draw your joints. Now, here is pretty straight. When we go out now, this moves as one unit. This does not move as a separate unit. Where this section goes, this section goes. That's why when you grab things, it goes around it like that. This part is no more independent. Where this part goes, this part curves. Ah? So, we're going to keep that in mind. Now, the pinky finger takes up all of your index finger. So if my index finger is to continue, then my pinky finger ends there. Ends there. My middle finger, not so much. Its middle section is longer. Hold on, it's not long enough. Its middle section, is longer. And so it will be here. My index finger, as you can see, will be at the same height. It's my index. And you have just constructed a hand. OMG. Now, time to bring it together. This is the part where it's going to get a bit bad, so I'm going to use a pen. I realized my hand kind of wandered off, so I apologize. And that's how you construct a hand. Of course, yeah, I messed up the thumb a little bit. Yeah, the fingers is still jakey. But tell me that that is not as close to a hand as one can possibly get. You can adjust the bones in here to get a shorter palm. That's not a problem if I wanted. The hand could have been up here. Wouldn't have been much of a difference. I think I need to bring it. Why is it like that? Oh. That looks slightly better. Okay, so that is what it is. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is not the most perfect tutorial ever, but I think you understand now how a hand can be made. And I think at the end of the day, that was the mission. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for having patience. I'm so sorry that this is so imperfect, and I hope that you have a lovely day. Bye bye. Oh, I should use the bunny face. Bye bye. Boop.